Genesis 28, 6 through 9. Esau learned that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him to Paran to get a wife from there, while the blessing he commanded, don't marry a Canaanite woman, and that Jacob had obeyed his parents and gone to Paran. When Esau realized how deeply his father disliked the Canaanite women, he went to Ishmael and married Maltha, the sister of Naboth, daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son. This was in addition to the wives he already had. He already had 2 wives. So what we're seeing here is, first off, Esau should have known this, because Isaac's wife, Esau's mother, was not a Canaanite. And I believe there's mention earlier about this displeasing him. Secondly, he's offended and trying to please his father, because his father now willingly gives a blessing instead of being tricked to give him one. You got to think, at this point, Esau's motives to bring down Jacob. He's hated him. He's wanted him dead in his heart. So his motive is to outdo him in every way he can, so his father can love him more. You know, we as Christians can go about this type of motive to where we want to do better than the next person to us, because then God's more pleased with us. But in actuality, what we often need to do is just look to the Lord and do the best we can as He leads us. Because we're not expected to do what another person does, and we're not to live by the standards God puts for another person. We're to live by the standards He puts for us, which we always could look to somebody who isn't as equipped and gifted as us and be like, we're doing great. Instead of looking to someone who's following God more devotably and doing more with little. Instead of comparing ourselves, or trying to people please, we need to do what's right by God to please God, because it's right. Not to win favor, because favor will come sometimes for it. Favor eventually comes always for doing right. But if we're doing it for the favor, then the favor itself's an idol. But if we're doing it to please God, then we're serving God. We're doing it because we love God. And that should have been Esau's motive. Not to please his father, because his father clearly did a lot of wrong things, we can see. But to please God. And ultimately, this would be a place Jacob would be burdened down to please God. And Esau never would.